Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about NIO. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be doing another video about NIO. Currently see NIO is down 2.64% today, and NIO as a stock itself has actually not been doing well over the last month. As you guys can see here, it's down 18%. Kind of just surrounded by a lot of bad news, and I think it's a lot of anticipation of NIO Day. If you guys don't know what NIO actually does, NIO is an EV company based out of China. They produce luxury EV cars. Taking a look at the 5-year chart, this thing IPO'd September 12th of 2018, around $6, currently up 642%, and year to date, it is up 1,426%. Huge growth stock, probably the biggest growth stock of 2020. Looking at the 1-month chart, it is up 136%, and back to the 1-month chart is down 18%. So a lot of people have been really, questioning, like, why has NIO kind of just been trading sideways over the last month? Like, that hasn't really been happening, just kind of like a slow, steady decline in itself. And it makes people wonder, should I sell my position? Is now a good time to buy NIO stock? For me, I always think it's a good time to buy NIO stock. I actually do think people should be picking up NIO stock, $44.63. Obviously, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But the reason why I think right now is actually a very good time to pick up NIO stock is because I think NIO does have a lot of more room to grow in the year of 2021. NIO had a great year in 2020. It honestly grew a lot. And then going back to the 1-year chart, to think that this thing was trading around $4 a share, now currently evaluated bigger than General Motors, it really did grow a lot in the year of 2020. And it really did showcase like what it actually has to provide and to show for itself as an actual company itself. NIO, we took a look at their deliveries. We took a look at their earnings. Both their earnings and deliveries were very, very good. Yes, their earnings are operating at a loss, but it's clear you guys can see that, their losses are shrinking and their profits are starting to grow. Already expecting $960 million in revenue by the next quarter. We took a look at their delivery estimates. They are consistently beating their delivery estimates time and time again, not even by small margins. I'm talking by like lots and lots, probably even hundreds of percent. And what does that exactly mean for the stock itself? It just goes to show, that NIO's cars are in want, and then NIO wants to be a dominant EV company in China. If not, it wants to be the top EV company in China as well. As you guys know, Tesla has kind of started to make an appearance in China, which is really ramping up the competition for NIO stock in itself. NIO, to combat this, is dropping 2 new sedans, a minivan, and an SUV, which is absolutely amazing. You really want to expand the brand line. NIO making vehicles that basically are suitable for all types of people, whether it be a family or someone who's just looking for kind of something sporty. I love the idea behind that in itself. But really, I think the biggest anticipation is, NIO Day in itself. Like, what is going to be showcased on NIO Day? How is the stock going to react on NIO Day as well? NIO Day coming up on January 9th. NIO Day, it's supposed to be in December, but obviously got pushed back because of COVID-19. And on NIO Day, I am expecting a few things. One, they're going to be unveiling the ET7, which is the new sedan that NIO is actually going to be dropping. Very excited to see the schematics, very excited to see the technology features on it, and really see what they actually have to offer on that specific vehicle. We did get talks earlier in the year of 2020 about NIO dropping a 100 kilowatt battery. On NIO Day, they're actually going to be showcasing a 150 kilowatt battery, which is just absolutely amazing. The fact that they are able to perfect such an amazing battery with longer charge. It also charges faster, and it just makes it more compatible with the customer in itself and the vehicles. And something I really love about NIO that I think sets it apart as well, they really use technology to really innovate themselves. They really use technology in their cars. They try to keep their features up to date as much as possible, but it leads people to ask the question, where do you think NIO stock price is going to be headed on NIO Day? For me, I could see NIO stock going to about $50, $55, depending on how well the actual show in itself goes. But NIO has been on a steady decline, and there's many reasons for that. One was just kind of the Chinese delisting bill that passed earlier in the month of December, basically saying if Chinese companies do not abide by basically U.S. auditing guidelines, then they have a potential chance to be delisted from the NASDAQ, along with a public stock offering where NIO sold off 68 million shares. Some people view this as bad news. For me, I think it's good news. I know that this means that the company is trying to raise capital so they can further expand. As you guys know, NIO is trying to expand into Europe probably by the middle of 2021. XPeng already making that leap for the Chinese EV market, starting to sell cars in Norway. They're really just trying to expand. But with this public stock offering, $68 million shares, or $68 million or 68 million shares, NIO was able to raise capital, $2.5 billion. You guys have to understand that that's a lot of money. With that amount of money, you guys can, basically say NIO's going to be ramping up production. They're trying to perfect out the technology. They want to expand as fast as possible, really making NIO's vision a lot better. But it's not just NIO as a company in itself, and why I think NIO stock is actually going to be doing well in the year of 2021. Aside from the delivery estimates and NIO really just delivering on new vehicles and better batteries, they also signed up 100 charge stations all around China. Basically, what this actually does is allows the customer in itself to swap out the battery while they're on the road and continue. And this not only lowers the cost of the expense to the customer in itself, but it's just using really technology to its innovation. But for me, the biggest piece on why I think people should be buying NIO stock, $44.67, is aside from NIO actually doing very, very well and getting a lot of analyst upgrades from like Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan and all these other big time analysts and investors, is just the rising demand of the EV market in itself. As you guys know, the EV market is starting to mature. There's just simply more demand for it. We saw this in the year of 2020. A lot of these big time, EV companies are coming out. They're starting to IPO. They really want a piece of the game because they know that there's going to be a lot of further expansion down the road for these types of EV companies. If you take a look at the Chinese statistics, they expect 20% of all car sales to be electric vehicles by the year of 2025, expecting that number to jump all the way up to 50% by 2035. So people have to really envision where could NIO stock be in the next 5 to 10 years. But price predictions for me always are going to remain the same. I do think NIO stock is going to be going to $100 in the year of 2021. I think it does have the potential with its rising growth. And like I said, with the overall EV market maturity and, NIO having plans to expand to Europe and the whole Chinese EV market really just starting to evolve. And it just shows that, NIO is not done growing. And this $44.66 price tag here does not really reflect what NIO has as a vision in itself. Yes, I know on the day-to-day or even the last month, NIO stock has not been doing too well. For me, I'm not really too worried about it. I'm always going to be able to buy more, and I always take opportunities like this to actually buy more because for me, I'm bullish on the long-term outlook. I don't care about the day-to-day if the stock sinks 5% one day or whatever the case, because for me, I know that NIO does have the potential to be a top EV company in China. I know they do have what it takes to really bring out the EV market to the next level. And I know for a fact that NIO is going to be a top EV company. I know that they're going to be a good representative of what China has to offer as far as EV cars go. But with that being said, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of NIO stock. Do you think NIO stock is a buy, $44.59? If you guys own NIO stock, how many shares do you guys own? What's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.